Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two wide receivers will be looking to be #1 targets on the field in today's game. It's the Raiders going up against the Broncos. Now we'll take you out to O.co Coliseum, where Jim Nantz and Phil Simms have the call.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. Kickoff looming in this AFC West matchup as we join you from O.co Coliseum.
Hello, friends. Jim Nantz along with Phil Simms, and welcome to this heated divisional rivalry. Yes, there have been a lot of close games, a lot of bad blood, and it's always intense when these two get ready. How about it before kickoff, partner?
Yeah, I think the one thing that's always great about division rivals, and you play each other a couple times a year, and they're both good football teams, that you know all your team is going to be excited to play. They're going to know their assignments, and they're physically ready to go. So exciting football is ahead for us today, and it's going to be fun to watch.
Now as we go to the field, it's Tywan Jones back deep for the kickoff. Matt Prater has teed it up for the opening kickoff. And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line.
So the rookie quarterback, it's not his first time onto the field, but still getting his feet wet in the NFL.
Yeah, you know, Jim, and every week it just gets a little easier, better. When you walk out there, you can settle those nerves down faster each game you play. So it's going to be fun to see how he does here today.
Off the right side, and Ward's there to make the tackle.
Here's a look at the offensive unit that needs to get off to a strong start today.
The Raiders come out. Two tight ends on the field. Going to lose yards here.
Taking a look at the linebackers. They're young, they're unheralded, but they do know how to make plays.
The Broncos come out in the nickel. The Raiders snap it at the 26. The Raiders now move the chains.
That's a nice job by the offense there. Get the first down, keep those chains moving, give yourself 3 more opportunities.
The Raiders will take the snap from the 45.
Looks to his left.
The ball is jarred loose.
Well, I think early in the game, anytime you cross the 50-yard line, it just gives you confidence that what you're doing is going to work today. Let's see if they can take advantage of that and take it on down into the end zone.
He's got the catch, and they bring it down at the 36-yard line.
There's no doubt time of possession can be an overrated stat in games many times, but one thing you want to do, throw and catch it just like this to pick up those first downs and keep it going.
Double tight end formation.
First down at the 36. Ward's there to take it down.
When a coach can have a run that picks up those kind of yards, it gives them confidence, and they will show more and more patience with the running game. So the defense, they better dig in here.
They bring in the extra tight end. Second down, 4 to go.
And this will end up as a 2-yard loss.
The Broncos defense is just one of the best in the NFL. What a job that time on the run play. They get penetration, they get in the backfield, and they make the tackle for a loss.
Offense lines up here. 3rd and 6. Trying to work that left side. Gains 16.
Good job by the receiver that time. Get that extra couple yards, gets a first down. They are marching. Let's see how the defense reacts.
First down at the 16. He'll throw it over the middle. The catch is made. That picks up 11.
We must be very creative in the red zone when it comes to the passing game. Formations, movement, do whatever it takes to give your players an advantage. That time they get a nice play call.
Makes the catch. Touchdown.
offensive line did it all on this drive, didn't they? Here it is on 1st and goal. Nice job of pass blocking, and the quarterback finds the open receiver for the touchdown.
The Raiders with an extra point try on the way. Driving extra point is good. The Raiders kicking team comes out now as the offense takes a break, and they deserve one after going down the field, mainly through the air with over 70 yards passing. Makes the catch at the 7. And he's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30.
One of the biggest legends the game will ever know, quarterback Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning is truly a field general. He tells everybody what to do, then he's able to execute it.
First down at the 29. The give. Ball's marked down at the 41.
Oh, as a running back, after he makes a big run like this, he gets excited. He is just looking for his next carry.
Welker's in the slot. Tight ends in motion here. The Broncos snap it at the 41. And incomplete. Didn't get his feet down. Here's a look at the offense, and watch out today for Demaryius Thomas, who is tremendous after the catch.
We have this phrase that we say, and we mean it adoringly. Demaryius Thomas is a beast, absolutely on the outside. He can run by you. He can run around you. He can fake you out. He just has everything you want in a wide receiver.
Welker's lined up now as a slot receiver. Ball's lined up behind his quarterback as the single back. 3rd and 4. Connects with Thomas. That's a pickup of 14.
When you get aggressive safeties who like to get up there and try to stop the run, the post route is an awesome way to take advantage of that. Go down the field 10 to 12 yards, plant that outside foot, run towards the goalpost. Nice throw by the quarterback.
Taken down at the 39.
Here's a look at a very dangerous defensive unit.
Welker's going to get set in the slot for this snap.
2nd down and 10.
They hand it off to him again. He's brought down.
Safeties now in the NFL have to cover like a corner, and they got to tackle like a linebacker. And that time the safety came up, and he tackled like a linebacker and stopped that outside run.
Manning's going to take it from the gun. Ball is out. They cough up the football, and the defense takes possession. A foot race to the end zone. The 10 going to take it home for the touchdown.
Anytime you're on the offensive side and you fumble and the defense picks it up and takes it for a long touchdown, wow, that is hard to overcome. So what a job by the defense. Very opportunistic. Take advantage of those situations when they come up.
The Raiders for the point after. The point after try is in the books. Sebastian Janikowski lining up for the kickoff.
Bolden's got it. Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21. First down here. Ball lines up in the backfield. Out to the left. Can't hold on here as this ball's incomplete.
It's really simple. Keep your eyes on the football. When they're not on it, that's when you drop it, and that's what happened that time.
Second and 10.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. He'll pick up 7 this time.
Good job by the quarterback that time. Makes the decision. Throws it short. It does not get the first down. But I promise you, 3rd and short is a lot easier than having 3rd and long.
Manning out of the gun. Here's Sanders. And he's brought down right at the 43.
The slant route made famous by the West Coast offense, something that really I thought came in the league when Bill Walsh started with the 49ers in 1979.
Now 1st and 10.
The defense gets a sack.
It is without a doubt the worst place to get pressure up the middle on the quarterback. It happened that time, and he did the right thing. Just take the sack.
After that sack, it's now 2nd down and 17. Balls the receiver all the way to the right side. Manning's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Secures it with 2 hands. He's stacked up at that point.
Oh, I loved it when I was a quarterback, throwing screens or throwing short passes to the running backs and watch them catch it and get those big yards. It was awesome to get cheap yards like that.
Vladimir's lined up in the slot. 3rd and 7. Going for the home run. Intercepted. That brings the play to an end.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
The Raiders from the 37. Handoff. He's going to be swallowed up behind the line.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
2nd down. The Raiders will come out in the pistol. They'll run it here. And they knock him down just a yard away from the 1st. Now 3rd and short following the run. The defense looking for one more stop here on 3rd down after that run. 2 tight ends on the field here. And the 2nd quarter is underway with this snap. Trevathan that time on the tackle.
You know, when you throw the football like that down the field, you pick up a first down. Now you can do anything you want on the offensive side, and you've got that defense guessing.
1st down at the 48. Launching it deep. Pass is intercepted. That'll stop the play right there.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled, being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. Manning's back in shotgun formation. Has 12 on this play.
That's a really good throw and catch, and they get the first down. Jim, that's what you want to do. Pick up that first down. Now you give your offense 3 more opportunities.
They send the tight end in motion. Manning from the gun. And he's forced to the ground.
That time the quarterback didn't hold the football. The left side of the line they just collapsed. He doesn't even feel it or see it, and he goes down for the sack.
Offense lines up here. The Broncos take it from the 23. Launches it down the field. Very nearly intercepted.
Just not a good decision by the quarterback. I mean, maybe on the sidelines they keep calling the wrong plays, but he's attacking the strength of this cover 2 defense. Don't do that. Throw where they're not. That's deep down the middle.
Peyton Manning from the shotgun. Has the reception all alone. Welker tackled down.
Boy, anytime you pick up a 3rd and long in the NFL, that is a confidence booster to all the players on the offensive side and also the head coach. And maybe most importantly, the offensive coordinator. Now he can just let it go.
Manning's got it in the gun. Got the completion.
Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
What's the old expression? Just moves the chains. That's what they did with that throw and catch that time, Jim. It also gives them a chance for 3 more downs.
Latimer's a receiver in the slot. Ball lines up in the backfield.
He'll fire it out to the left.
Manning over to Thomas. Thomas tackled right at the 42.
So they complete one, and still it's 2nd down.
Welker's in the slot. Ball's got it on the handoff. Dragged to the ground. Looks like he's still about a yard short of the first.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
Tight end in motion.
The Broncos have it at the 39. Fumble.
The offense was able to recover the ball.
Well, the defense always says, let's cause some fumbles. Then when you cause it and you're not able to recover it, that is one emotional letdown.
Offense lines up here.
Manning standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Got the completion. Gains 12.
First down here after the completion. This long drive continues.
Here's the handoff. Looking for space. Left side.
Right now, this is a team that trails. And they know that they have nothing if they don't have a rushing attack. The numbers are just dreadful. They're going to have to get a spark from the rushing attack the rest of the way if they're going to get back into it.
We talk so much about throwing the football, scoring, doing all these things that are pretty for the fans, and we all want to see it. But the NFL always comes down, who is the most physical is the one that wins the game, and they're not being physical enough on the offensive side.
Still 2nd down.
2nd down here after that run play. The long drive continues. Right back to him one more time. Slashes to the left side.
Hey, this defense, they are tough. When you run that football, they got some men up front. And that time they stopped that run just for a short gain.
What a drive this has been. Marching down the field and taking their time. 3rd and a long way to go. And he's thrown to the ground.
Well, the defense has got to be excited. Anytime on 3rd down they make the play, they get pretty fired up. But when you sack a quarterback on 3rd down, that is one happy and emotional defense right now.
Puts it through the uprights. Needed plenty of leg on that one.
Well, I'm sure the defense is going, my gosh, what do we got to do to stop these guys? Once they even get near midfield, they know that the other team is in field goal range because that kicker, what a leg.
The Raiders now bring their offense back onto the field for the next drive.
An extra tight end on the field for this one. 1st and 10.
They'll run it. Here's the handoff. He's brought down at the 23-yard line. Somehow in this first half, they have taken the lead without any semblance of a running game, Phil.
A lot of ways to get it done. Yes, the running game has not worked, but everything else is going well. Defense, passing, and football. There's a lot of ways to get it done, and they're showing that to us here today. How about the defensive line? Getting that penetration, getting off the football at the snap, and getting it done, getting in the backfield and making that tackle.
3rd and 9. Throw to the left.
Has his target.
Tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
That's a good job by the wide receiver, running the drag route across the field. These are not easy throws for the quarterback, but he sticks it right on him for the completion.
Brings it into his body.
Yeah, when you have a quarterback that is accurate as this guy is, when he sees man-to-man coverage, he is going to get the completion.
The jumbo set on the field. Looking to the right side and throwing. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
Good job by the offense. Another first down. The defense absolutely is getting tired. And when you get tired, you make mistakes.
They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. They load it up now. Bring out the jumbo formation.
Has his target for a gain of about 5.
That was a nice job by the offense. It just puts them in a better position. Nice little throw and catch.
Offense lines up here.
The Raiders snap it at the 36. Stiff arms to stay on his feet.
That's a bread and butter play by all offenses in the NFL. Get a few yards and get that first down.
First down here after the run.
The Raiders in the pistol formation. Another handoff right back to him. And that's a big-time tackle that keeps them 3 yards short of the first down marker.
Nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator, coming with the counter run, and the defense being too aggressive. They're over-pursuing, so you do the little counter, go the opposite direction, and it works well.
He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
Excellent job of just picking up the first down. This offense is hot. Another first down, and they are moving down the field.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set.
Gets it out for the completion. In on the stop. It's still early, but we've seen this wide receiver come out and make plays already.
Yeah, I know it's early, but you can tell he is fired up. He has come out here with tons of energy, and every play is full speed. Kind of reminds me of Jerry Rice back in his heyday.
Let's go. 1st and goal to go. They'll go ground. He's in for the touchdown.
Oh, you just love it as a quarterback. You get down in there, and it's 1st and goal, and you score. Now you don't have to sweat the fact that, man, what are we going to do if it gets to 3rd down? You don't have to worry about it. Good run, nice touchdown.
The Broncos will have plenty of work to do in the second half, but they want to try and cut into the lead here before the intermission. The score's 21-3.
He'll have a chance to take off.
Anderson's tackled down at the 36. The Broncos ready to take over the football. Ball lines up in the backfield. The Broncos snap it at the 36. Here's Sanders. He's taken down at the 47. The Broncos are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. Manning's lining up in the pistol.
1st and 10.
Here's Sanders. Brought down just 2 yards shy of the first down marker.
So they complete that one, yet it's still 2nd down.
Welker's lined up now as a slot receiver. Manning's going to take it from the gun. Here's Sanders. They'll mark him at the 34. It's obvious that the game plan coming in was let's get the football in the hands of our wide receiver early and often.
Dude, if this was me, I'd say get that football to him every game. That would be my priority because he's one of the best ones in the NFL. And once he catches the football, look out.
Following that timeout, offense back out on the field. Field goal try coming up for the Broncos. The kick is good. The kick is good from downtown.
Well, when you get points, it's never a bad thing. That is for sure. Good job by the field goal kicker that time. Nice job by the offense moving the football down the field.
Jones going to test the coverage here. And they're all over him at the 18-yard line. The Raiders bring their offense back onto the field for their next drive. Ready for intermission.
First, one more play.
Handoff out of the I formation. And Miller will cut down this outside run for a loss.
So that's going to do it for the first half. Raiders are up in this one. taking a knee here, so the ball will be spotted at the 20. First down coming up. He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback.
Good job that time by the offense. Power run gets him a few yards.
This will be second down. Welker's going to get set in the slot for this snap. Ball's going to take the handoff now. They bring him to the turf.
Ball's a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down.
Wide receivers are bunched up. First down and 10. He's looking to the right here on this throw. Picks up 8 here.
You need balance in the NFL. That's what it's all about. Why do you want balance? To keep the defense guessing what's coming next. That play call on first down throw, nice throw and catch, just short of the first down.
Manning finds Thomas. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains.
Well, I think we've heard this expression about 7,000 times. It's a passing league, so we all know that. So you got to be able to throw the football and pick up some first downs.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Wide receivers stacked up on this play. Ball's going to secure the handoff to the outside. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field. Second down and 3 following that nice run. Manning set, empty backfield. He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback. Manning over to Thomas.
The quarterbacks and receivers in this NFL now are so good. It's so easy for them to throw and catch and just keep picking up those first downs.
The Broncos come to the line, and they put their receivers in a bunch formation. Now first and 10. Up the middle. Brought down at the 32. The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. Manning out of the gun. Tammy's got it, and a first.
What a nice catch by the receivers. Gets past the yard markers, makes the catch, and gets a first down.
Manning comes out in the pistol. The Broncos snap it up at the 26. Middle. That's a gain of 6.
Good job by the offense getting in the red zone. Now you're down some points. You got to find a way to score a touchdown.
About to snap it for the 9th play of the drive. Manning's setting up now in the pistol. Second down and 4. To the ground. Swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
The Raiders defensive coordinator, my gosh, he is one happy guy. Anytime you get in the backfield and stop the runner and make him lose yards, that's some good stuff.
Play after play after play here on this drive. The Broncos take it from the 23. The defense gets the sack.
We got to give that defensive front a lot of credit, man. They are pushing, they're getting after it. They know it's probably going to be a pass on third down, and they get back to the quarterback and take him down.
The kick in, it's through there. The kick is good.
When an offense drives the ball, they always want to get something out of it, get some points. This time, the field goal kicker gets it done. He gives them 3.
Breaks the tackle. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Raiders bring their offense back onto the field for their next drive. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. First down at the 24. They'll run it off the toss. Talib's able to read that play and make the hit.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
Second down after going to the ground game the first play. The Raiders line up in the pistol. Handoff made. Room to work. Ward that time in on the tackle.
The Raiders offensive line will be whooping it up tomorrow when they watch this play in the film room. What a good job by them. Excellent planning and awesome execution.
After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Reaches out and snatches it. And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play.
Well, I guess the best thing to say there, Jim, is they completed the pass, but it still did not get a first down.
They'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set. Makes the reception. Talib's there that time for the tackle.
That's a nice job by the offense there. Get the first down, keep those chains moving, give yourself 3 more opportunities.
It's a 2 tight end formation. The Raiders have it at the 34. On the money. They'll mark him at the 22.
When you play zone in the NFL, what you're trying to do is make the quarterback hold the football just for a half a second longer, and you hope the pass rush can get there. They don't that time. That's why he got the completion.
Raiders in for the score.
Well, you got a lead. Now you're able to go out there and drive down the field and score a touchdown. This changes how the other team is going to manage the game from here on out.
The Raiders for the point after. Add the extra point. The kick is good. The Raiders will take their spot on the bench after contributing to the cause, especially via the passing game, over 60 yards by the air. Anderson's going to start his return. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. They face first down. Quarterback coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 6th time in this game. Easy catch there. No one near him. Brought down at the 44.
Well, the way the rules are in the NFL now, you can't hit the receivers, you can't hit the quarterback. And if you give the quarterback this kind of time, he is always going to find an open receiver.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Welker's lined up in the slot. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. Nowhere to go, as this will be a loss of 3.
Got to give the defense some credit. On first down, there's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
They went with the ground game on first down, bringing up second. Ball lines up in the backfield. They'll go ground. Tackle down at the 42-yard line. That last play was a run. Third down coming up. Third down following the run. Welker's a receiver in the slot. Manning set in the pistol. The final quarter underway now with this snap. Manning finds Thomas. He's tackled right at the 36.
It's third down and over 10 yards. You got to give your offensive line a lot of credit. They give the quarterback extra time, and he makes the throw down the field to pick up the first down.
First down at the 36. It's over to Welker. Manning sends it to Welker. Brought down at the 26.
Quarterbacks love throwing the football on first down. Usually, it's the easiest defense to throw against. They do a nice job that time. They get some good yards, and it's almost a first down.
Ball lines up in the backfield. Manning's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Over to Thomas. Brought down after a gain of 6.
Good job by the offense getting another first down. You can tell by looking down on the field that defense, hands on their knees. They are getting tired.
First down at the 20. Ball's taking the handoff. Nice tackle.
Well, time's running down. The offense is losing, so the defense is expecting pass, but they get fooled. It's a run play, and they give up big yards. Bad job by the defense.
First and goal from the 9. Off the mark here as this throw heads out of bounds. Second down after the incompletion. Wide receivers are bunched up. Balls handed the football. Nothing there as this goes for a loss of 2.
Jim, I just want to say this to the quarterback. It's third and goal. If the play's not there, throw it away. Do not force the action.
Manning's back in shotgun formation. And he's taken down.
Well, that time the quarterback is sacked on the third down, and that's, of course, that's bad. But the good thing is he did not try to force the football down the field and get the turnover.
The kick is through for 3.
Well, Jim, that was a nice kick. It is right down the middle. This guy is so accurate. And if you could drive a golf ball like that, you might be a good golfer. But what a kick by this guy. He is a machine.
And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. The Raiders come onto the field for their next series. First down at the 19. Gets the handle here. Can't find space, and this will be a loss of 1 on the play. They have the lead, but they have no running game to speak of to this point. That may change here down the stretch, trying to take the air out of the football.
Yeah, you're going to have to run it some just to work the clock and try to get the situations in your favor, but maybe every once in a while, fake that run and get an easy pass to keep that clock moving. Look up at that scoreboard. You're leading the football game, so we have a 3rd and long situation, so you've got to know that. Manage the game. Don't take a chance.
3rd and 13. Throws the pass. With 2 hands, he has it. That's been the story of this game. Another 3rd down conversion to move the chains. Looking at this comparison, Phil, it's fun to see these 2 quarterbacks going head-to-head in a tightly contested game.
Yeah, so well played on the offensive side by both teams. The quarterbacks, they've been very sharp. They're on target with the football, and their offensive lines are playing very well. I think the coach on the sidelines, he's going to be happy with every first down because he knows that's more time off the clock. When you're up like this, multiple scores in the second half, every first down just puts the odds in your favor of winning this game.
He has the grab. That'll put them in what we call plus territory. As we get another look at the stats in a game where you're winning, you expect your quarterback to come up big. And that has been the case today.
It's been an outstanding day from the quarterback position. Decision-making, throws all over the field, accuracy. You can't ask your quarterback to do any more than he has done today. Well, a short gain on the run that time by the offense. When you're a running football team, listen, there's going to be a lot of ugly plays that don't work. You just got to keep running it.
Double tight end formation. 2nd down and 9. Gets it again. Brought down at the 38.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time, and they stopped the play for a short gain.
They bring in the extra tight end. The Raiders take it from the 38. Looking across the middle, the Raiders get a first down. Big and open. That's what this tight end's been today, Phil.
Yeah, we see it more and more. Tight ends getting the football from their quarterbacks. Why? Because they're going against linebackers. They're faster and usually bigger than the linebackers. That's matchups you love on the field.
Let's go.
1st and 10. They give it to him on the counter. That tackle was made at the 27-yard line.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
The Raiders from the 27. Pulls it in. Keeps his legs moving. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a 1st down.
Jim, the offensive coordinator's done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. You're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
2 minutes to go in the 2nd half. This drive now about to reach the 10th play of the series. Mounting a serious drive. Looking to go up top again on 1st down. Moore gets a hand in there and knocks it away.
On defense, when you're a defensive back, it's so much about timing. That time he times it perfect, and he jumps up and knocks the ball down.
This has been a long drive so far. 2nd down and 10. He's got the catch. The tackle is made. Timeout called by the defensive unit. First down here after the completion. This long drive continues. The give. Runs it across. Touchdown.
I'd say this run by the offense is just, it's arrogance. They just say, you can't stop us, and they lined up and just shoved it down the defense's throat. Nice run there on 1st and goal for the touchdown.
The point after is good. The Broncos will now be in an even deeper hole here as they get ready to return the kick. Scores 35-12. Anderson's got a chance to return this one. And the tackle's made. The offense will start their drive from about the 31. The Broncos are ready to take over now as their offense heads onto the field. Welker's in the slot. 1st and 10. Peyton, ball is out. They recover their own fumble. They're back at the line after that catch for a 1st down. Holding on to the timeout. They'll rush back to the line. Manning from the gun. Throws to the right. Pulls it in. And he's brought to the ground. Caldwell's the injured player, and we'll take a break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Wide receivers stacked up on this play. Manning's got it in the gun. Peyton over to Thomas. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field. They'll go right to the hurry-up. Won't use a timeout here. Breaks out of that one. Wants to go deep. Makes. Ball is out. A recovery by the defense. Welker's there to make the tackle. Great job by the defense, forcing and recovering the fumble.
You said the appropriate word there, forcing. The hit was so solid and so good. The offensive player had no choice. He had to give up the football. When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
That'll be 2nd and 4 after the running play. The Raiders come out in the pistol.
Let's go.
On the money.
There has been good pass protection for the quarterback all day long. He has not been sacked much, and he throws it there and gets another completion.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. This play set up by the long gainer. They're going to get him here for a sack.
Jim, you can't tell the difference between the quarterback and the center. They're both retreating about as fast as you can go. That time the center gets run over, and it leads to a sack of the QB.
After that sack, it's now 2nd down and 17. All right, Phil, before we go, tell me about the atmosphere down in that winning locker room right now.
Oh, it's always a wonderful feeling once you win the football game. Just think about it, Jim. It would be like you playing around the golf.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Both defenses will have to be on the watch for a pair of tight ends looking to find seams in the secondary. It's the Raiders going up against the Broncos. So let's go now to Oakland, California, where Jim and Phil are on the call.
Bolden's the deep back for the opening kick. Sebastian Janikowski has it teed up for the opening kickoff. Anderson's got it on the return. He's taken teams from Indianapolis and Denver to the Super Bowl. He's quarterback Peyton Manning.
Well, when you hear that phrase, he's a coach on the field, it is not a cliche when you're talking about Peyton Manning. Many people have said probably the best wide receiver coach in the NFL is the quarterback Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning from the shotgun.
Looking to go down the field here. On target. Good piece of tackling.
Anytime you give a quarterback that kind of time, he's going to get comfortable, get his feet under him, be relaxed, and he is going to make the perfect throw down the field. Easy completion that time for the quarterback.
First down and 10.
Ball's got it on the handoff.
Picks up about 2. Demaryius Thomas turned into Peyton Manning's favorite target in Denver.
Well, he's always had the talent, and what he did, he put some knowledge with it. He learned how to become a precise route runner, and when you're a precise route runner, Peyton Manning will find a way to get the football to you. It's always a chess match early in the game to see what your opponent is going to do. Good run that time by the offense. They pick up good yards. Maybe the defense will have to start crowding the line of scrimmage more.
The defense looking for one more stop here on third down after that run.
Welker's lined up now as a slot receiver. They call his name again.
He's brought to a halt.
Well, this is good confidence for the offense, isn't it? To move down the field early in the game and get inside the 20. Let's see if they have a play up their sleeve that can get them in the end zone.
Manning's going to be in the pistol here. The Broncos come out in the pistol. First down at the 17.
The defense gets a sack.
Well, I don't know who made the mistake that time, the quarterback or the running backs. They go out in the pass. The blitz comes by the defense. Not enough blockers on the offensive side, and the defense wins out. They take the QB down.
The Broncos take it from the 23. Manning finds Thomas. Gets about 9 on the play.
That's a nice route on the outside. Nice throw by the quarterback. Puts him in good position to keep moving and get a first down.
Third down and 8.
Still got it after the play action.
Tackles made.
Good job that time by the quarterback. Man-to-man coverage down the field. When you see it, you got to be accurate with the football. He was that time, and that's why we got the completion.
And he converts here on the field goal try.
Well, Jim, that field goal puts them in the lead. It was a nice drive by the offense, and what it does, it just gives you confidence. You did some positive things on the field, and it should carry over for you for the rest of the game.
And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21.
There's been all kinds of build-up and anticipation, and now the rookie quarterback heads onto the field for his first series.
Yeah, I think things have changed so much over the years. These quarterbacks, especially these rookies, they're so much more ready to play than previous years. They get to throw the football a lot in college, a lot in high school, so they come in the NFL prepared and ready to go.
2nd and 4 following the run. 2 tight ends on the field here. Handoff. They'll mark him at the 28. And with this starting unit, as usual, the attention goes to the wide receivers who so often open up the game.
Halfway through this first quarter now. Still not taken down.
Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
When it's third and short, the defensive line, you got to guess. You got to think it's going to be a run play. I don't know what they were thinking. They let the offense just push them back, and they give up the first down. Good job by the offense, though.
The Raiders will take the snap from the 40.
Eyeing that left side. Sticks to his hands.
Trevathan that time on the tackle.
The pass play was good for 5. 2nd and 5 coming up. The jumbo set on the field. No one in sight. Has the grab. Oakland. Touchdown.
Well, when your offense goes out there and scores a touchdown to put you ahead, it's got to give a big lift to the defense. They got to get excited and go out there and hold that lead.
The Broncos looking for a big return and hoping to find a way to regain the lead. Scores 7-3. Bolden's got it. And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line.
First down here.
Ball's lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback. He'll be taken down about 3 yards short of the first.
Well, anytime you're talking about a successful run in the NFL, the running back is going to be a big part of that. Breaking tackles, but this time it was just the vision of the running back. He picked the right hole and picked up some nice yards.
The Broncos take it from the 33. Manning over to Thomas.
That's a gain of 8.
Manning's job is to sell that play fake, and boy, did he do it that time. It fooled the defense, and they get the completion.
Welker's going to get set in the slot for this snap.
Now 1st and 10. He makes the catch, and that's a gain of 9.
Well, the drag route that time picked up solid yards. These receivers, sometimes they get a little nervous running these drag routes or these short crossers because they are afraid a defender's going to come out of nowhere and hit them. That's the quarterback's job. See in front of the receiver, lead the guy to the open space.
Now 3rd and short, following the run.
Peyton Manning under center. Ball's going to take the handoff now.
And he's tackled down at the 36-yard line.
Well, one of the hardest things to do, and I think in the NFL now, is 3rd and short is run the football and pick up yards. That time, nice job by the offensive line. They showed their power, and they picked up the first down.
1st and 10.
Manning finds Thomas.
And he's tackled at the 32-yard line.
Well, when you keep chipping away with these short throws, sooner or later that defense is going to come up, and when they come up, that's when you throw it over the top.
Welker's lined up in the slot. The Broncos from the 32. Keeps it here. Connects with Thomas. Thomas is marked down at the 27. As the numbers will bear out, the tight end has been the one guy right now who has been the biggest difference maker in this game.
Yeah, he has. His play, his talent, that's a big deal. But what happens to wide receivers, they're covered down the field, so the quarterback, being smart, looks for a secondary receiver. That's the tight end, and he is finding him wide open.
That's Peyton hitting Joel Treason with that pass.
First down here after the completion.
Welker's a receiver in the slot. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. Gets about 4 yards that time.
When you're an offensive lineman and you can line up and just run the football straight ahead and pick up those kind of yards, you are going to get into the head of the defense. You're basically saying, we're tougher than you are, and we're just going to come right at you.
Manning out of the gun. It's over to Welker, and there's Welker, and a gain of 4.
That's a good job that time by the quarterback getting that pass completion. Now it makes third down very manageable for him.
The long drive continues. Third down and 2.
Ball's going to secure the handoff.
He's brought down.
Good job that time by the offense. They pick up a first down inside the 20-yard line. Now we'll see if they can punch it in and get 7 points.
What a drive this has been.
First and goal. They feed it to him one more time. In the end, it picks up only a yard.
This is where on the defensive side, where you have the lead, the team's driving against you, call something different so you can come up with a big play and stop the offense.
Marching down the field and taking their time.
Second and goal from the 8. It's over to Welker. Had it for a moment, but the ball is knocked out, incomplete.
Jim, I love these situations. Third and goal, what are they going to call? They're going to run the football, they're going to go with a pass, and if it is a pass, I would look for something quick.
Play after play after play here on this drive. Mounting a serious drive.
Third and goal from the 8. Finds Thomas. Thomas is tackled down after a gain of 5.
Well, defenses love it when they get you inside the 5-yard line because it's hard to deceive them. So they can just go after the offense and be aggressive.
Drives it through for the field goal.
That was a nice long drive by the offense that time, and it stalls out. But good job by the kicker coming in and putting 3 points on the board.
Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24.
They come to the line, and it's first down. An extra tight end on the field for this one. They run the counter play,
And he'll try it left. Has the first down and a whole lot more.
He's taken down at the 23.
As we've seen today, this is a team that's dedicated to the run, and it's paid off with some very good stats on the ground.
Well, it shows you what the coach thinks. He believes in running the football, and when you believe in it, what happens to your football team? They become tough, and they have shown that toughness here today. That's how they have such a good ground game going.
And as we look now at the rushing stats here in the first half, this has been a great effort on the ground, and it's been a big part of the reason why they're in front.
It is absolutely working when you talk about the run game, and I just say this, Jim, when it's working, don't stop. Keep running the football.
Darren McFadden lined up in the backfield.
Second and 4.
McFadden.
And there's only 2 yards to be found right there.
Well, you always like to run the football once you get down in the red zone. That time they try the run game, but there is nowhere to go, and they get just a little gain out of that play.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. Third and 2.
Has his man. Gains 14.
Always a good job to pick up some yards when you're in the red zone. Nice throw by the quarterback, and he gets the completion.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. The defense loading up on the line, getting set for this snap.
They'll run it here.
And he's in for the touchdown.
That was just an awful job, wasn't it, by the defense? I mean, it's first and goal. Well, you know it's going to be a run, or I think you should be playing run. The defense not ready. They get overpowered, and they give up the running touchdown.
The Raiders did a great job on the ground on that last drive, putting up over 60 rushing yards. Catches it at the 9 and starts his return. And he's met head on right there at the 20.
First down on the way. Offense lines up here. Welker's in the slot. Takes the snap. We're about midway, second quarter. Has Thomas. Thomas tackled down after a gain of 7. We're early in this game, but this defense must figure out a way to cover up this tight end because he's putting up big numbers.
I don't know if they can stop him, Jim. It's so hard for defenses now to come up with ways to stop these tight ends. They look like power forwards of the NBA. They're big, they're strong, they're fast. What do you do?
Brings it in. Coughed up the football. And it's a takeaway. He stacked up at that point.
Well, that time the offense fumbles the football, but the defense hit them so hard, there's no chance of hanging on. Hits the ground, and the defense recovers.
They load it up now. Bring out the jumbo formation. The Raiders take it from the 28. Catch made. And he's tackled some 3 yards away from a first down.
That time the quarterback throws the drag route. It doesn't get a first down, but still it's a good decision by him. The throw was right on target, and it picked up solid yards.
It's a 2 tight end formation. It's second down and 3. Looking long. And it's incomplete.
Always protect against the deep ball first. That's what the defense did this time. They were alert. Nice job. The result, just a long incompletion.
Double tight end formation. Third down and 3. And he's forced to the ground.
Well, the defense has got to be excited. Anytime on third down they make the play, they get pretty fired up. But when you sack a quarterback on third down, that is one happy and emotional defense right now.
The field goal try. Yes, sir.
When you get great field position, Jim, you got to take advantage of it. The offense didn't do it. I blame the coach. Those were terrible play calls, but a good kick by the kicker.
Anderson's got a chance for a return. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. The Broncos getting ready now to start their drive. Manning's lining up in the pistol. First down at the 27. He'll throw it over the middle. Incomplete as he was looking short. That leads us to second down. Ball lines up in the backfield. Tight ends in motion here. Manning standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Throwing now to his left. He's taken down at the 42. The Broncos are behind right now, but still have moved the ball through the air. Manning's had some success, and that needs to continue.
Jim, you're right. They're down, but it's not the fault of the quarterback. He is on rhythm. He is hot, and he's putting the football right on the money.
Out of the gun. Looking to the right side and throwing. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
There's no doubt time of possession can be an overrated stat in games many times. But one thing you want to do, throw and catch it just like this to pick up those first downs and keep it going.
First down, offense readying for the snap. Ball lines up in the backfield. Manning's going to take it from the gun. Gets it out for the completion. They have this one covered up, and it's going to set them back for a loss. They're going to the hurry-up offense, and they're back to the line quickly. Throws the pass. Finds Thomas. They'll mark him at the 40. 3rd and 5 still to go, even after that last completion. Manning's going to take the snap from the shotgun, and he's thrown to the ground.
We got to give that defensive front a lot of credit, man. They are pushing. They're getting after it. They know it's probably going to be a pass on third down, and they get back to the quarterback and take him down.
touchback. It's first down as they head to the line. They bring in the extra tight end.
Let's go.
Ball's picked off. Breaks free. That brings the play to an end.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
First down here. Thomas lined up now as a slot receiver. Manning's back in shotgun formation. Welker, they bring him down at the 41-yard line. The Broncos are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. Welker is going to get set in the slot for this snap. The Broncos snap it at the 41. Looks to his left. Manning sent balls loose, and the defense has it.
That's what you call a takeaway. The defense just makes such a hard hit that they take the football away from the offense, and they recover the fumble.
Offense lines up here. First down at the 37. The defense gets the sack.
Not a good job by the quarterback that time. Inside of 2 minutes in the first half, you got to get rid of the football. If nobody's open, just throw it away. That time, he loses yards by taking the sack.
There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set. Trying to work that left side. He's in the clear.
What a nice throw and catch that time, but here it just shows you why you want to have a lot of speed on the defensive side. So when you make a mistake, what do? You make up for it by chasing the player down from behind and making the tackle.
And he's taken down. So that's going to do it for the first half. Raiders are up in this one. Matt Prater is ready to run up and kick this football. Churning ahead, and he's going to be taken down at about the 33, maybe the 34-yard line. They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. And here we go, the first snap of the second half. They are all over him behind the line of scrimmage, and a loss of 1.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
The Raiders take it from the 33. Here's the handoff. Ward that time in on the tackle.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
The Raiders from the 37. And that's Talib, who almost came away with a pick.
Well, Jim, I threw a lot of passes like that in my career where it should have been intercepted, and the guy dropped it. You just go, yes, I got a break. Now can you capitalize on that break?
The offense is going to stay on the field now for this 4th and 7. 2 tight ends on the field here. The Raiders from the 37. Catch made. Muscles through the defender.
Now this quarterback's pretty smart, I'll tell you that. And, you know, he knows, he sees the blitzes. That time he changed to pass protection, and he gets the extra time. That's a great job by the QB.
Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play. Good throw, good catch, and the receiver. It's a touchdown.
You want to make your coach happy? Have the lead and have your offense just keep pushing the football down the field and score and increase that lead.
The Broncos are getting ready for the return. And can they return to a competitive state in this one as the game is starting to get out of hand? The score is 24-6. Bolden's got it. And he runs
it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. The Broncos now ready to take over as their offense heads onto the field. Ball lines up in the backfield. 1st and 10. Ball's taking the handoff. That'll stop the play right there.
Power running. A lot of teams in this league don't even do it anymore. This team, they can power it up in there and pick up those tough yards.
The Broncos snap it at the 31. Out to the left. It's intercepted. Space to work. Scores the touchdown.
You gotta love a defense. It's not afraid to take chances, and this defense will get after it. That time they get the interception and return it all the way for a touchdown.
The Raiders for the point after. Extra point was good. The Broncos return team has been on the field way too often today as they are getting blown out. The score's 31-6. Makes the catch at the 7, and they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. The Broncos getting set now for the next series. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. 1st down and 10. Keeps it on the play fake. Manning over to Thomas. In on the stop.
I think the best thing to say about that play, it's just it gained a few yards, so that's what you do. All plays don't score. Sometimes you just want to pick up a couple yards.
2nd down and 6. Balls handing the football. Good work by the defense. This will be a loss of 3.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense that time. They diagnosed the running play. They got in the backfield, and they tackled the runner for a loss.
Welker's lined up in the slot. 3rd and 9. Makes the catch. Fights through that hit. Brought down at the 29.
Good job by the defense, staying in the right spots. They give up the short pass, they make the tackle, and now we have 4th down coming up.
Muscles through the defender. They bring him to the turf. The Raiders are getting set for their next possession. An extra tight end on the field for this one. The Raiders take it from the 33. Looking across the middle. Coming up, 2nd down. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. Finds his mark, and he's tackled down after picking up the 1st.
Well, you play this cover 4. In other words, you got 4 defenders playing deep, equally spread across the field. Well, who's going to cover the in cuts and underneath? Nobody. That's why the quarterback got an easy completion that time on the in route. All right, coaches, don't get greedy. Be decisive over there on the sideline. Do what's best for your football team. Keep getting those 1st downs and letting that clock just keep running. You got a big lead here in the 2nd half. Don't take any chances.
Nice tackle.
Good job on the offense here with a good lead in the 2nd half, picking up that 1st down, and that's what you want to do. Take your time, look at the play clock, take it down as low as you can, and keep picking up those 1st downs.
The tackle was made. And here we have 2nd down. It's a 2 tight end formation. Toss to the outside.
last play was a run. Third down coming up. Double tight end formation.
Get ready. The catch is made.
There's the offense picking up another first down on third down.
Once again, this offense in the red zone. This defense has been awful all day long. Can they bow their necks a little and show a little toughness and maybe stop them this time?
They bring in the extra tight end. Now 1st and 10. They'll run it. Here's the handoff. Ends up picking up 3 yards.
The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
Second down and 8.
They call his number once more. Talib's there to take him down.
This is third down. They'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set.
Almost made the catch, but the collision jarred it loose.
Good anticipation that time by the defender. He gets to the receiver just as the football's arriving, and he makes a beautiful hit to knock the football loose.
And the kick is good for 3.
Never take it for granted. When you're trying a field goal, a lot of things could go wrong, but good execution that time by the offense and a good kick. 3 points.
Anderson's going to start his return. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Broncos come to the line to start this drive at the 24. Welker's a receiver in the slot. Manning from the gun.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
Peyton Manning from the shotgun.
He's wide open for the grab.
Well, they complete the pass, Jim, but doesn't get the first down. Sooner or later, you got to throw one down the field.
They still face 3rd and 6, even after that last successful pass play.
Welker's in the slot. Peyton Manning will be taking this one from the gun. Snapping out of the gun. Makes the reception.
So they failed to convert on third down, but that's been one of the lone failures on third today.
Nice job that time by the defense, knowing the situation. Go ahead and let the quarterback complete the pass. Just make sure you come up and make the tackle before the first down. Good job. 4th down coming up.
He's got a chance for a return and picks up maybe 3 or 4.
Well, I can't blame the punt return at that time. That was just excellent coverage by the punt team.
First down coming up. Offense lines up here.
Let's go.
They run the counter play.
Left side.
It's away from the stack. They came out here in the first half and established the run, and they haven't let up since halftime.
They haven't. We have a very good run offensive line out here today. We got a really good running back, and the coaches, they kept giving the running back the football, and they are getting it done.
New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground.
He'll take the snap, the first here in the 4th quarter.
They knock him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense some credit on first down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
The Raiders come out in a 2 tight end set. The Raiders now move the chains.
Good job by the quarterback that time. He doesn't panic. He reads that it's a zone, and you have to wait for the receivers to get in between the defenders. Nice throw and catch.
2 tight ends on the field here.
First down at the 47th.
He'll fire it out to the left. Incomplete. Almost going in the other direction.
I know we've all heard this phrase before. That's why they're playing defense, because they can't catch. Hey, the coaches don't care about that. When you get an opportunity, They want you to make the catch.
The Raiders this time will go with 2 tight ends. And he hauls it in. They are winning at the moment, and they can thank the play of their quarterback.
How about that? Even the fans are going to be happy with the way he played today. They're not going to be able to write anything bad about him because everything he did was top-notch. Decisions, throws, moved it in the pocket. What a great day.
1st and 10. Takes it out of the eye. That's a gain of only a yard.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run. Nowhere for the running back to go, and they stopped him for a short gain.
That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's 2nd down and 9. The Raiders in the pistol. Feeds him again. And that's a gain of 10.
This offense has been moving the football all day long. Once again in the red zone, they have a big lead. What will they do? I think they'll just try to run it in from here.
1st down here after the run.
Let's go.
And the give to Darren McFadden. And pick up about 4.
Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
McFadden lines up in the backfield. They'll go ground. And they are in on McFadden.
Well, that time that run play in the red zone, it did not fool the defense. The offense gets overpowered. They get a very little gain that time on the run.
3rd and 5. Moore's able to swat the pass away.
It's a nice play that time by the defense. The offense is inside your red zone. You got to stop them from scoring. That was a good job of swatting the football away.
And he puts it through for 3.
That was a good hold, good kick, 3 points. Good job by the offense.
The Broncos back deep, ready to receive. Bolden's got a chance to return this one.
And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line.
The Broncos break huddle and start their drive this time from the 25. Welker's lined up now as a slot receiver. 1st down at the 25.
Going deep, looking for Demaryius Thomas.
Pulls it in, and he's brought to the ground. You see the offensive totals for these teams, and it's been about 2 teams getting it done in different ways.
What we're seeing is 2 different philosophies on the offensive side from these teams here today, Jim, and it doesn't matter. All you want to do is just get it done.
Ball lines up in the backfield.
1st and 10. They're going to get him here for a sack.
It is without a doubt the worst place to get pressure up the middle on the quarterback. It happened that time, and he did the right thing. Just take the sack.
Latimer's going to get set in the slot for this snap. Ball's got it on the handoff. That's a gain of 6.
Jim, when you get inside the other team's red zone, inside the 20-yard line, and you're down some points, you're thinking touchdown in these situations.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback. 3rd and 10. He'll throw it over the middle. Underneath and incomplete that time.
On 3rd downs, the defense knows in most situations it's going to be a pass, and let's give some credit to the defensive front. They pressure the QB, and they force the incompletion.
The kick is good.
Jim, they get the field goal there that time, and it keeps the momentum on their side. It's positive energy. It makes you feel good. Now we'll see if the defense can carry it on.
And he is tackled at the 44. They face 1st down. Offense lines up here. To to the ground. Shakes off the tackle. Running to the left side. He's going to be tackled right around the 42-yard line.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
It's now 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. An extra tight end on the field for this one. Handoff made, and he's brought down right at the 42.
Outside runs take time, and when you run outside, you expect the safety to get up there with that extra time and make the tackle. Good job that time by the safety.
Let's go.
3rd and 8. Finds his mark. Stays on his feet. That's a good tackle, and that's a quick 3 and out.
Well, it's one thing to have talent as a quarterback. You need that to succeed in the NFL, but you got to be smart also. And how about that? That time the QB changed the protection, took advantage of the defense, which was blitzing, picked them all up. Great job by the QB.
And he heads to the sidelines, out of bounds.
Well, the best thing we can say about that punt return, well, he didn't fumble the football.
Ball lines up in the backfield. Manning out of the gun. Finds Thomas. They tackle him at the 26-yard line. Phil, this quarterback matchup has been a great one today, as both have put on quite a show.
Yeah, it's been a great matchup between the quarterbacks. And look, I think the league is loaded with really good quarterbacks. I'm tired of hearing people say, oh, the league doesn't have enough guys. Yeah, they do. There are a lot of good ones. Give them time, and they'll show it to you.
And it's out of bounds, incomplete.
We've hit in the second half. 3rd down. Welker's lined up in the slot. Manning set, empty backfield. Out of the shotgun formation. Connects with Thomas. And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play. The offense is set at the line for the 1st down after that completion. The Broncos still trail in the second half, but their passing game has been quite good throughout. Manning's numbers, though, speak to a team that could be winning if other things like their defense were doing their part here, partner.
Well, yeah, that's right. The defense.
That ball has been picked off. Ducks out of bounds.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. 1st down and 10. Now makes the move to the right. Good piece of tackling.
It's about managing the football game. That's why they ran the football right there. Not a big game, but sometimes you have to be predictable. You have the lead. You're trying to get rid of the clock. You got to run it.
2nd down and 7. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the 1st down.
The NFL is about situations. A good job by the runner knowing where the 1st down was, gets it there, and he moves those chains.
It's a 2 tight end formation. The Raiders take it from the 28. Once again, a running play.
The days of thinking you're just going to rush the passer, those days are over for defensive ends. Yes, you have to rush the passer, but you got to be able to stop the run. That was a great job that time.
The Raiders line up in the pistol offense. The Raiders take it from the 28. Right back to them one more time.
Hard sometimes as an offensive coordinator to call plays to catch the defense off guard when you're winning and it's late in the game. So they played it very predictable there. The defense was ready, nowhere to go.
The Raiders snap it at the 31. Pass is made, but the hit knocks the ball out. Incomplete.
Well, quarterbacks know on 3rd down they got to make a decision and get rid of that football because the defense, they are coming after you. That time just not good enough, and he throws an incompletion.
One more snap, and we can call it a day.
The Raiders snap it at the 31. Out of the eye. Here's the handoff.
Tackle down at the 46-yard line. Phil, before we go, how about this win? How much will this one count?
You know, Jim, all wins are nice. This one was done easy. You didn't have to sweat too much over it. You feel good, and you just enjoy the next couple days.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got two running backs who are hoping for plenty of running lanes on the field today. It's the Raiders going up against the Chiefs. So let's go now to Oakland, California, where Jim and Phil are on the call.
Now as we go to the field, it's Taiwan Jones back deep for the kickoff. And Ryan Suckup has this one teed up. And we're ready to get this one underway. The same as a touchback as he's tackled right at the 20. So the rookie quarterback will take the field, trying to improve week by week.
Well, he's getting some experience. It's not a lot, but it's enough to help him feel more comfortable and I think play better. He should do well here today.
First down at the 20. Probably should have had that one, but it goes incomplete. Here's the offensive line, which must protect its quarterback today. Offense lines up here. 2nd and 10. The give out of the eye. He's brought down at the 23-yard line. Let's set the defensive lineup. One of the best safeties in the game out of Tennessee is Eric Berry.
He can run, and he can hit, and he can get it done. That's why he's one of the best safeties in the NFL. Every team needs a great safety, and they have one right here in Eric Berry. That's a good job by the wide receiver, running the drag route across the field. These are not easy throws for the quarterback, but he sticks it right on him for the completion.
First down here after the completion. The jumbo set on the field. Johnson's able to get a hand on it and knock it away.
Hard to throw over some of these linebackers in the NFL now. They got such good size. You try to throw over them, here's what happens. These big guys will knock it down.
Double tight end formation.
The Raiders from the 37.
Brings it into his body. And he is brought down at the 45-yard line.
This quarterback is one of the best game managers in the league. He never forces the issue. That time, nobody open deep down the field. He gets the short completion, and now he has a third and manageable situation to deal with.
They'll go ground. That'll put them in what we call plus territory.
The defense doesn't want to give up runs like that, so how do they stop it? Well, they start crowding the line of scrimmage, so you keep crowding that line of scrimmage, look out, they'll throw it over the top.
They bring in the extra tight end. First down at the 46. They hand it off to him again. The tackle is made at the 40-yard line.
When a coach can have a run, it picks up those kind of yards. It gives them confidence, and they will show more and more patience with the running game. So the defense, they better dig in here.
Two tight ends on the field here.
The Raiders will take the snap from the 40.
Another carry here. He's brought to a halt.
There's going to be an injury timeout here. We'll take a quick break and be back in just a moment. Darren McFadden lined up in the backfield.
Now 1st and 10.
Gets the handle here. That's DeVito making the stop.
That was a power running play that time by the offense. It picked up some good yards. Nothing like it. Show the defense you're willing to get in there and slug it out and get some tough running yards.
That'll be 2nd and 4 after the running play. They load it up now. Bring out the jumbo formation. He's looking to the right here on this throw.
McFadden's met after a gain of 3.
That out route that time was run to perfection by the receiver. He made such a sharp cut. He gives himself some space from the defender, and the quarterback puts the football right on target, just short of that first down marker.
3rd down and 1. And he's intercepted. Tackles made. He started his career at San Francisco, but found a home in Kansas City. The 6'4" quarterback, Alex Smith.
Well, last year, Alex Smith, he shut up all the naysayers. What a year he had. He was solid from the start to the end. Turns the football very seldom and runs around a lot better than people think.
Set the lineup for the offense. A physical presence at wide receiver is Dwayne Bowe.
Yeah, he is. When you take how tall he is and how big he is, one of the bigger receivers in the NFL, and what a year he had in 2013.
The defense gets a sack.
There is nothing worse for a quarterback than have the pocket collapse. And that time they collapse on his left side. There's nothing he can do, and he goes down for the sack.
Shotgun look here for Alex Smith.
The Chiefs come to the line of scrimmage and empty out the backfield. Everyone split out wide. Has his target. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
Defensive coordinators love this situation, don't they? 3rd and long, they can do just about anything, and it's going to work, and they stop the offense that time.
We'll see what he can do here. Gaines is the one who brings him to the ground. First down here. Offense lines up here. The give. It's wide open. And that's enough for a first down.
Raiders' offensive line is just whooping some tail today, aren't they? What a job up front. That helps the running back get in space, get down there, and pick up a big gain.
The Raiders snap it at the 36. And they bring him down at the 44-yard line.
Good job that time by the offense. Power run gets them a few yards.
2nd down coming up. An extra tight end on the field for this one. He's going to get another carry. He's brought down at the 46.
Nice job that time by the ball carrier, getting it just past the 1st down mark. Big 1st down, keep the chains moving.
They're able to move the chains after that last run.
Let's go.
Catch made. Smith's going to make the tackle.
Quarterback that time realized it was zone coverage. He just waited for the defense to get out of position, and he threw it to the open hole.
There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set. Oh, and almost picked off that time.
Every quarterback in the NFL is going to have 1 or 2 passes a game. They can be picked off. Most of the time they're dropped, and this time that was a bad drop by the defense.
2nd down and 10. Makes the reception. He's brought down.
You got to be agile when you make these kind of catches, running these short drag routes across the field. That time we saw the agility of the receiver. Nice catch.
Let's go.
3rd down and 5. Throws the pass. Almost intercepted.
Well, the defense is happy to get off the field. They stopped the 3rd down try by the offense, but they're upset because they had a chance for the turnover, and they dropped a sure interception.
Hits the upright and goes wide of the mark.
I think it was a risky decision to send him out there and kick this long field goal. They miss it, and look what they've done. They've given the other team's offense very good field position.
They come to the line, and it's 1st down. The Chiefs with an empty backfield look here. From the gun. And incomplete pass that time as he threw it short. The defensive line will be the focus here in this game. If they're disrupting the quarterback, the rest of the defense will have a chance to do their thing. Jenkins, a receiver in the slot. 2nd and 10. ground.
Well, the right side, Jim, the right tackle and the right guard, they look confused. They don't know what to do, so they just get run over, and the quarterback falls down.
Jenkins is in the slot. The Chiefs take it from the 33. Gets it out for the completion. Fasano's tackled right at the 35.
You just can't expect your defensive backs to cover that long. It's good coverage initially, but the quarterback had all day long, and sooner or later, these great wide receivers are going to get open.
The Chiefs will take the snap from the 35. Jamal Charles carries the football. He's stacked up at that point.
Charles is trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
Nickel formation for the defense here. Second down now. Jamal Charles is in the backfield. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
Charles is a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. It's now 2nd down. Smith will have it in the pistol. Line to the left. Tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
First down by the offense in the red zone, and, you know, if you're on the defensive side, you don't have to worry about deep passes anymore. You can be more aggressive and take some chances.
Charles lined up in the backfield, staying with the ground.
What that run does, it just puts the offense in a good situation. So a good, positive run.
Offense lines up here. And he's thrown to the ground.
That's a bad job by the offense that time. There's no doubt about it. The blitz by the defense, they do not do a good job of finding out where everybody's blitzing from. They let a guy come free, and that free blitzer, or as we call them, free runners, he gets the hit on the QB and takes him down.
He's got the catch. That brings the play to an end.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. 3rd and long, not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
The kick is good.
You always want to be rewarded for a nice drive in a football game, even when it's a field goal, because you've made a lot of good plays, you've executed them, you got yourself in position to get some points, and that field goal just reinforces everything.
Jones tackled down at the 17. The Raiders are set for their next possession. First down at the 17. Handoff. He's headed right. Charging ahead. He's brought down at the 25-yard line. Boy, these numbers just don't add up. They're running the football. They're owning the line of scrimmage, but they're behind on the scoreboard. How do you figure, Phil?
How many times have you and I talked about this? Stats lie in football. You know, there's many stories when you watch a football game. They're running it well. If they stay with the gym and they keep having success, I think they'll find a way to win.
Breaks free. That's a gain of 10.
What a nice catch by the receiver. Getting past the yard markers, makes the catch, and gets a first down.
They'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set. Picks up the first down. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
Well, the quarterback showed off his arm strength that time, didn't he? He put the football right on the money, on a line, right into the receiver's hands.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. Looking long. Intercept. intercepted. Steps out of bounds.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled. Being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
Jamal Charles is in the backfield.
Offense lines up here.
Halfway through the second quarter to Avery.
That's a really good throw and catch, and they get the first down, Jim. That's what you want to do. Pick up that first down. Now you give your offense 3 more opportunities.
Charles is lined up directly behind the quarterback here.
Smith able to fake into the line and still has it. He is tackled at the 40-yard line.
Anytime you get over 4 yards on first down, it doesn't matter what the play is. Is it a run or a pass? That time, nice throw by the QB. Now they're in great position. Second down and short.
Second down, 3 to go. And they'll run the football with Charles.
Charles takes the hit and is brought down.
Charles is able to show everybody why he should get the football more. Good job that time, finding his way and picking up a first down.
Smith's setting up now in the pistol.
First and 10. And they'll give it to Jamal Charles.
And he gains maybe 3.
It's now second down and 7 after the 3-yard rush.
Charles lined up in the backfield.
Offense lines up here.
He's taken down at the 35. The Chiefs have leaned on their tight end in the passing game to this point. Fasano's been a big target, and he's making some big plays.
Oh, he is making some big plays. And any time when you have a tight end good, and just remember this, he is the closest receiver to the quarterback. So his chances of catching the football, they go up, and he's taking advantage of it.
Back to the air here on first down.
Smith marked down after a gain of 4.
That's second down coming up. We're moving in on the 2-minute warning. One more snap first.
Dropping back now into the shotgun.
Throw to the left. Reaches out and snatches it. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains.
And now we reach the 2-minute warning here in the second quarter.
Offense lines up here.
Charles is lined up behind his quarterback as the single back.
Staying with the passing game on first down.
Fasano's got it, and a first.
Jim, they got momentum on their side right now. They are making everything work. That was a nice play. They pick up another first down, and they got a good drive going here.
First and goal from the 8. Set up screen, and looking underneath, this will go incomplete.
And now they'll try over again on second down. This has been a long drive so far. This long drive continues.
We'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun.
Reaches out and grabs it. That'll stop the play right there.
It's third and goal right here in a close game. This offense, they want to take control. If they score right here, that could give them control of this game.
The long drive continues.
Third and goal at the 4. Makes the reception. And this won't even get back to the line. They'll end up losing 1.
I think the big decision is now, Jim, do you kick the football, take the 3 points, or do you go for it on fourth down? To me, you kick the football and get 3 points on the board.
The kick is good.
Well, it was a beautiful drive down the field. Long drive by the offense. They do not get the 7 points, but they're fortunate. They do get the field goal try, and they make it.
Jones going to run this one out. And they're all over him at the 18-yard line. The Raiders offense ready now to see what it can do. It's a two tight end formation. 1st and 10.
Get a turnover and get the offense off the field. Man, you got to take advantage of situations like that.
2nd down and 10.
Got the completion. They'll mark him at the 40. The Raiders signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. They're back in the line after that catch for a 1st down.
That long gain sets them up here on this play.
They're going back up top.
Looking to the right side and throwing.
Got the completion.
Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
The Raiders will use a timeout here. They'll talk it over before running a play on 1st down.
1st down and 10.
A takeaway.
In on the stop.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
Now 1st and 10.
Jamal Charles. Charles takes the hit and is brought down. The Chiefs signal for the timeout, and that's the first one they've used.
One more snap, and we'll head to halftime. 2nd down and 5.
Alex Smith looking long. Kansas City takes it across.
Wow, how about that? A Hail Mary pass goes for the touchdown. There's so many things. The receiver, terrific job, but probably more importantly, terrible job by the defense.
So that's going to do it for the 1st half. Chiefs are up in this one. He's got a chance to return this one.
Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24.
1st down on the way.
Jamal Charles is in the backfield. The 3rd quarter begins with this play. Can't find space, and this will be a loss of 1 on the play. The Chiefs have struggled in pass protection. Smith's tried to drop back and make plays, but he's been under pressure all game long.
Oh, boy, watching a quarterback in a day like today, I'm glad I'm up in the booth because that is some beating he is taking, but he's hanging in there tough.
2nd and 11.
Handoff out of the eye. He's taken down at the 23.
Look up at that scoreboard. You're leading the football game, so we have a 3rd and long situation. So you've got to know that. Manage the game. Don't take a chance.
Smith takes it from the gun. And he's going to be dropped. And that's a 3 and out for the offense.
Well, that time the quarterback is sacked on the 3rd down, and that's, of course, that's bad. But the good thing is he did not try to force the football down the field and get the turnover.
This punt will be returned. And he's going to be tackled right around the 35-yard line.
The Raiders ready now to start their next series. Take it here from the 35.
Offense lines up here. 1st and 10.
They'll run it here. He's brought down right around the 43-yard line.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
Here's the handoff. Ali's there to make the tackle.
When you're behind in the football game, all you can do on the offensive side is just go out there and thinking about making plays and picking up 1st downs. Good job by the offense.
The jumbo set on the field. 1st and 10.
Incomplete. Looking underneath that time.
Failing to complete that one. So 2nd down here. They load it up now. Bring out the jumbo formation. pulls it in. He's tackled at the 28.
You know, when you throw the football like that down the field, you pick up a first down. Now you can do anything you want on the offensive side, and you've got that defense guessing.
First down and 10.
Airing it out. And intercepted. And no return here, so Smith will start this drive from the